Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with designer James Ernest from Cheap Ass Games, looking at Button Men, beat people up.
Yeah.
Very important subtitle.
We did this last year
Yes.
with the prototype.
Yes, we did.
And now I have the final thing, and I'm really happy with it.
It looks nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of characters in there.
There's a lot of characters in this box. So Button Men was originally sold on 2¼ inch buttons like this. That's why it's called Button Men. And it was a great way to advertise that you wanted to pick a fight because it's a 5-minute game, right? So if you're at a con, you wear the button. That's why we did put one button in the box to kind of make it like, look at me, I want to play. But each one of those characters was like $250. And what we've done now by putting them on cards is make them really affordable. You can do the cards and booster packs later, but the core set is, tell me again, 35? Is that right? 35 for the core set? Yeah, for like 48 characters.
Right.
Lots of variety in the characters and different dice and different abilities. So let's play a game, and I'll kind of show you the basics.
All right.
You're going to be Tanya, and I'm going to be Tony.
Sure.
So the numbers on the card tell you what size dice your character uses. And then the X is a variable. That's any size you want. And go ahead and let's just pick the white dice for this. I think they're probably easier to read. 8, 20, 20. And then I'll take 6 for my X.
I have no idea. There we go.
The dice in the box are sort of like the minimum that you need to play, and you can bring more dice in, obviously, and have more options. So you start by rolling all of your dice. And the lowest single number is going to go first. So that's an advantage of small dice, is that they get to go first more often.
You go first.
And yeah, you've got 2 4-siders there, but you didn't roll anything lower than a 2. So I've got a 2, and I'm going to go first. My goal is to capture points by capturing your dice. Bigger dice are worth more points.
Yep.
I'm going to either do a power attack where one of my dice is equal to or larger than one of yours, 14 takes 5.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can do a skill attack where I add up several dice, and in that case they have to add up exactly. And I don't see, I guess I could do 2 and 2 takes 4, but I'm not likely to do that. Actually, you know what? I am going to do exactly that, and I'll show you why.
Okay.
If I take away your 4, you don't have the ability to add up to 14. So that 4 is actually an important die for you to lose. So I'll do 2 plus 2 is 4. I re-roll only the dice that I attacked with.
Okay.
So these are going to stay targets for you. And now it's over to you.
Okay, but I do have a 3 and 3, which ends up to 6.
Absolutely. So you're going to take my D20 with those. And let's see. Am I worried about 14? Yes. I need to take away your 4 again. Let's see. Or your 5. Yeah, okay. So this time I'll do 7 takes 5. And take that away and roll this.
Okay. So I can just do 5?
Absolutely,
takes
yeah.
5?
Yep. And I'll
Hey, I got 14.
you do have 14, but not for long.
No.
I'll do 7 takes 4, and I'm taking the bigger die because it's worth more points and can roll higher later.
All right. 4 takes 4.
Okay. Now, I don't have an attack with my 1. You've got a 3 and a 6, and I have to make an attack if I can. I'm not allowed to just pass. So I have to make an attack with this D20 and hope that you can't steal it from me after I do it. I'll take your higher number with it.
Yeah.
14 rolls down to a 4.
Which
is, yeah, so you'll take my D6. Whatever you roll on that, I'll take it. And then I'll show you how to take score because I didn't necessarily win. You get the full size for all the dice that you took.
Okay.
And half size for all the dice that you kept. So I'm going to get 10 points for this D20, and then the sum of all these sides. This is 46. I got 56.
42.
Okay, so I did beat you, but it's possible, if my character is much heavier than yours, that I could keep this and still lose just because I gave away so many points.
Right.
And that's part of the strategy of the game. Because you have this variable die, you can change your balance in a way that makes you go faster or makes you worth less points or makes you able to jump higher and take bigger dice, all based on what your opponent is using.
Okay. All right.
So that's
and
these
there you
two
go.
guys.
Quickie.
These characters are from 4 different factions with 3 different special dice.
Okay.
So the core has just the basic dice in it. There's shadow dice, which attack up instead of down.
Okay.
So they see numbers that are higher than themselves instead of lower. There's poison dice that are worth negative points, so you actually want to force your opponent to take them, and your opponent's trying not to.
All right.
And then there's rush dice that can capture 2 dice at once. So 2 dice that add up to that value. I can capture them. But it also has the weakness that anything can capture it in the same kind of attack.
Okay.
So if I can capture 2 of your dice, you can also capture 2 of mine.
Okay.
And that's the rush die is like the advanced end of the scale, really. You sort of learn each of these one at a time as you go. And when you wind up mixing the factions together, you get some pretty complicated and interesting strategies.
Okay. All right. There you go. Thanks for the overview.
All right. Well, thank
Now
you.
our final version.
Now, final version.
That's right. Button Man.